Hello everyone, and welcome to another Cartoon Galaxy rant. I'm Mars Moon, and I like to rant about cartoons. So today I'd like to talk about a very popular series, one of which I really enjoy and I know a lot of other people do, which is Avatar. No, not that Avatar. That Avatar. So this has been out for the longest time, and it starts with the story of Aang. Eventually they had another series that focuses on Korra, and there's also supposed to be another series that focuses on I think a new Avatar. So there's many projects that are coming out for this. Hell, there's even comics, which I read one and I still have to read another volume. But anyway, it's a big franchise and it's great and I love it. And I especially love the fact that there was a movie that was announced for it back in 2021, which is, I think, called Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, I think something like that. And it's supposed to focus on Aang and the rest of the gang as they're adults, and they're now trying to deal with the aftermath of everything from the original series. So it sounds really interesting. They did mention little tidbits, I know, in Korra about adult Aang and adult Toph. I think actually adult Toph was in Legend of Korra, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of cool that they're going to have an actual movie centered on it. And for once, a movie that isn't a crappy live action that's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And no offense to anybody who might like the live action series that I think is on Netflix for Avatar as well. I don't know. Maybe it's okay, but for me, no thank you. This movie, though, sounds amazing. But there is a major problem. It had just recently got leaked from what I heard this week. And there is a whole lot of other craziness surrounding this whole leak, which I'm going to get into. I also want to discuss what this means and is this okay? Because, this isn't the first time ever that anything has ever gotten leaked to the internet in terms of movies and shows. These things do happen, but one has to wonder, is this a good thing? So I'm also going to talk about that. So let's kind of dive more into this leak. Now, the movie was announced way back, I believe, in 2021. So it's been a while. People have been waiting a long time for this thing to come out. And the original plan was that it was going to be released in theaters, which actually sounds amazing. We're talking about, Aang, the original Avatar, at least the original Avatar that, we know of when we watch the show. And, he's getting a theater release. That's fantastic. Thing is, Paramount decided not to give it the theater release and went in a different direction and decided to have it release only on Paramount Plus. So fans, rightfully so, were pissed off because they were looking forward to a theater release. It felt like a well-deserved way to distribute this wonderful movie that's coming out. Not to mention that not everybody owns Paramount Plus, and this would mean that people would have to buy a month of the streaming service just to watch one movie. I don't know if they also were planning to have DVD, Blu-ray releases, but you know how these things work. First, they would release it on the streaming service, I'm sure, and then the DVD and Blu-ray releases would probably come out way after. And when you're waiting since 2021 for this film to come out, you're going to want to watch it right away. You're not going to want to wait for a DVD Blu-ray release. It feels like a slap in the face. So I understand fans being annoyed about this. As a result, the movie got leaked. It got leaked on X. It got leaked on Reddit. I believe on 4chan. It's basically everywhere. And it's funny because I actually wanted to take a gander myself. Not that I was going to watch the movie. I actually would prefer to watch it the legitimate way, and I'll explain why in a bit. It's everywhere. But I am hearing now that I think Paramount is sort of stopping or they're not being as vigorous in their attempts to take these things down as they were, at least from what I saw yesterday. I don't know if they gave up. I mean, let's be totally honest. The problem with leaks is that when they do come out, you could try to stop it, but it's the internet. Unfortunately, once it's out there on the internet, there's really no stopping it. It's almost kind of pointless. I hate to say it. So, Paramount tried, but it was, I guess, a pointless endeavor. Now, as to how this thing got leaked, I don't really know all the facts. I heard something about someone claiming that they got it in an email or something and released it. I heard that it was somebody in DVD distributions that released it or something. It wasn't a hack, but it definitely was somebody on the inside who worked for Paramount in some way. Hacking into a big multi-million-dollar company has to be tough. And I think you could get in a lot of trouble too if you hack into a company and then leak their properties. So there's more of a chance as somebody working for the company. But now the big question, does that make this right? Is this a good thing? Now, a lot of fans are saying like, well, Paramount kind of screwed us over because they didn't do the theater release, so this is well-deserved and screw them. But I do know that there have been a lot of people on the animation staff who worked on this movie that were actually very displeased about this leak. I can't disagree with that. Because imagine this, you worked on a movie for who knows how long. If you've ever watched Avatar, you know the animation is beautiful. And the storytelling is amazing. The voice acting is great. Like, everything about it, is fantastic. So I can't even just credit the animators too. It's like everybody behind it just does such a great job. The writers and the storyboard artists, like everybody. So you can imagine, all these people took a lot of work, putting this thing together. And now it just gets leaked. And that's it. And now I know you guys are probably saying like, well, so fans are still getting to watch it. People are enjoying it. People are complimenting it for how great it is. Everybody behind the movie should be happy about it because people are enjoying it. And yes, but also no. When you create something and it takes such a long time to do, you figure that when you want it to go out to the public, you kind of want to do it in your own terms. It's your work. It's your creation. You put heart into it. You want to put it out there in your own way and, in a proper way. So usually like having a theater release, I guess putting it on a streaming service, whatever the case may be, if it gets leaked, then it takes all of that and it makes it feel cheap. So I can understand why the animators and the people behind it were a bit heartbroken by the whole thing. Now, does that make the fans bad people for watching it and looking for it and all that other stuff? No, I'm not going to bash on the fans. You want to watch the movie. I don't blame you. And it's out there. So if it's out there, it's out there. It's too late, Go and watch it. You're not the ones who leaked it. So I would say more shame on the person who leaked it. Listen, even if you disagree with Paramount, you're not just hurting Paramount. I mean, believe me, Paramount is probably hurting bad from this because they're losing a lot of money off of it. But you are also hurting a lot of the other people who are behind the making of this thing. So there are pros and there are cons to this whole situation. It really, in the long run, hurts the people who had made it. Do they lose anything financially from it? No, I mean, I'm sure they still made their money and stuff, but it's the moral of the thing. When you work so hard on it, you want it to be experienced in a eventful way, through a theater, through, some kind of outlet. So it's almost like celebrated in a proper sense, than having it just leaked out to the world. Again, like I said, it just cheapens the experience. But let me know what you guys think. What do you feel about this leak? Have you watched the leak? Let me know your opinions down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care and peace out.